we're about 6 months, right? We're what? We're going into the 7th month.
Yeah.
So we're halfway through the year, and it occurred to me that I think it's time to take a inventory of wrestlers that I had high hopes for when the year started, that I have now given up on halfway through the year. And then on the flip side, the wrestlers who were not on my radar in January, who now in the second half of 2025, I have large expectations for. So let's start off with wrestlers I had high expectations for coming into 2025. I'm going to give you 3 names.
Okay.
And I'm going to start with somebody who tonight on SmackDown disappointed me once again, and I'm ready to cut the cord. No more. I gave her all the opportunities in the world, and I'm done. Tiffany Stratton. She's not championship material. I don't even know if she's top level female superstar material. She gets, every time she gets a microphone, it just feels forced to me. Mm-hmm. It feels like she's reading a book report. She's not giving me anything interesting. The hope was that she developed into the Barbie gimmick, the Sharpay, what she was in NXT, and instead it feels like they've just ripped away everything that made Tiffany Stratton special, and now they've doomed her by putting her into a story with Trish Stratus where there's just really no win coming out of this. I am now officially counting down the days. Tiffany Stratton's been put on the casual wrestling watch clock of, when can we get this title off of her? How quickly can we get this fucking title onto Naomi? Because Naomi is the most interesting woman in professional wrestling right now. Mm-hmm. Get the title off of Tiffany Stratton. Just at the beginning of the year, I had such high hopes. She was money. She was champion, right? At the beginning of the year. She was leading into WrestleMania, a feud with Charlotte, in which I thought she did extremely well. Mm-hmm. She got personal. She took the jabs she needed to take, but I feel like after WrestleMania, she didn't graduate to that next step. It's like they didn't know what to do, which is the fucking MO of Triple H, by the way, is to hit these big story beats and then not follow up, not know what to do next, not have the next thing lined up to keep the momentum rolling forward. And instead, we just rolled her right back into a story with Nia Jax, which has led into a story with Trish Stratus, which has just been uninteresting. And she's become, to me, a lame duck champion. And she is, like I said, there's a point in time where I look at champions and I go, you're on the clock. Tiffany Stratton's on the clock. It's time to get the title off of Tiffany. And thank God, I think, like, if you remember pre-WrestleMania, I was booking Tiffany to keep the title all year and have Charlotte circle, I was booking for Charlotte to win the title and then Tiffany to have this amazing year where she came back.
Yeah.
Instead, Tiffany got her moment. She beat Charlotte. Mm-hmm. And then there's just been nothing done with it. So now she's on that clock of counting down. When can we get the title off of Tiffany Stratton? Number 2, Austin Theory. This one's interesting because people go, well, Austin Theory hasn't done anything. At the beginning of the year, we were being teased an Austin Theory Grayson Waller program. If you remember, they've been threatening to break this team up forever, and they just never pulled the fucking trigger. They just never could actually get around to making it happen, and now they're not even hardly on TV anymore. Like, now you can hardly find Grayson Waller and Austin Theory, and Austin Theory, a guy who under Vince McMahon had a rocket strapped to his fucking back and was living on the moon, who now all of a sudden is nobody. This shows you the stark difference in Vince McMahon, Triple H. Not that one's better than the other, but the reality is we were talking at a time of Austin Theory being the youngest WWE champion ever. Remember, he had the Money in the Bank briefcase.
Yeah.
And he was maybe the biggest heel in the industry. Fast forward to 2025, and I'm having to search to find Austin Theory. And I thought in January, I really thought we were going to get a babyface turn. We were going to get something new and interesting from Austin Theory. Instead, just disappeared. And with all of this what's funny to me is with all of this resurgence of tag team wrestling, right? We see the SmackDown tag team division come together with the Wyatt Six, the Street Profits, now Andrade and Rey Fenix. Like these divisions are coming together. On the other side, you have on Monday Night Raw, you have the War Raiders, the New Day. It seems prime time for Theory and Waller at least to be a tag team that is visible on television, but instead they are just MIA, nowhere to be found. So I have given up on Austin Theory, probably for like the third time. I think I had a funeral at one point for Austin Theory. Now I'm just giving up on him. It just seems, this third name's going to shock you though.
Okay.
This third name is one that people are going, what are you talking about, D? What are you talking about? Rhea Ripley.
Okay.
At the beginning of 2025, I had high expectations that Rhea Ripley was going to ascend and remove herself from the pack. She was going to establish herself as the clear number one in WWE as far as female wrestlers go. And I think the contrary has happened, and you can blame Triple H because he has this system of booking that is so even-killed that he wants to keep everybody on an even playing field. He doesn't want to let anybody get ahead of the pack. But Rhea Ripley needed to establish herself as the dominant female. I kept saying it was Rhea Ripley and it was Bianca Belair. Those were the two that were marketable enough to put rockets on their back and strap them into that number one spot. And Triple H just hasn't done that. And so Rhea Ripley, to me, is somebody I've given up on a little bit because she's a little bit stale. And now you're seeing the IWC turn on Rhea Ripley and go, she's overexposed. Which is funny because I don't think she's overexposed. I just think that she's fallen flat. She came out of the Judgment Day and she did not ascend. She needed to ascend. Same thing could be said about Damian Priest, right? They both left the Judgment Day, and there's a piece of me that goes, right now, the Judgment Day are better positioned. If you look at Raquel Rodriguez, if you look at Roxanne, if you look at Liv Morgan, they are all better positioned than really Rhea Ripley. What's Rhea Ripley doing? She's going back in to another title match against Io Sky, in which it doesn't look favorable. I don't think Triple H is going to take the title off of Io Sky in what is her first defense since WrestleMania. If he does, then we should hit the full panic mode button because it means Triple H has no fucking clue what he's doing.
True. He kind of likes her, right? Like Io Sky, I feel like he always puts like a lot of stock in her.
No, I've said I think he has a little bit of a fetish. I really do, because they're like these Japanese women wrestlers are not super marketable, but he really wants to push them to the moon.
You said something that I thought was interesting. Who is the main guy or woman right now?
We'll get there.
Okay.
We'll get there. That's a topic for later.
Ooh, okay.
So the wrestlers that weren't on my radar, Lauren, but now are in the second half of 2025, starting with my guy, who I told you tonight might be my new favorite wrestler.
Oh.
Because Kevin Owens is on the shelf right now. So I've got to replace Kevin Owens. And I think, honestly, I think that it could be Solo Koa. I think Solo Koa may be my new favorite wrestler.
Yeah, you said that. I like that.
I don't know what it is. It's the mixture of his ability to be serious and hit those comedic beats that I like. I like Jacob Fatu a lot, but there's something about Solo that's just interesting all the way around. So Solo has my interest. I like him as the United States champion. I think it's a good spot. I like this new faction. I think this faction sets him up for long-term success because he can have another run with the faction as a leader, and then once again that faction will crumble and Solo will be at the center. But I thought even tonight on Friday Night SmackDown, Solo once again was kind of the center of attention. He was a focal point, and he does a good job. For somebody we were very down on when he was part of the Bloodline, because I didn't really know where he fit. He almost felt lost a lot of the time. Until now, it feels to me like he's figured out what his role, what his character is, and there's nothing like, we said it when we were watching, when someone gets comfortable, when they finally find that rhythm and you see everything start to click. It's all clicked for Solo
It's
Sikoa.
the difference of, I think, what makes that connection between people that you're like, oh, now I really like them.
Sure. Exactly. Number 2. This is me eating crow. This is me eating my words. Roxanne Perez. Somebody who I said at this point last year, I said, I don't understand why everybody is so big on Roxanne Perez. What does everybody like about Rox? I get it. She's AJ Lee 2.0. She's everything that I said I liked about AJ Lee. She's got charisma. She's good on the microphone. For being extremely undersized, she is one of those wrestlers who can make up for it with skill. Mm-hmm. And it's very rare. I say this about not every small wrestler can appear big when they get into the ring. Roxanne Perez is good enough in the ring that she suspends my belief on her being too small. Mm-hmm. And she's just... like, she just understands wrestling. You can tell she's somebody who grew up loving wrestling. From her gear is always on point. Her talking is always on point. I don't know who's producing the Judgment Day stuff right now, but the little, like, shrine that they made to Liv Morgan, she's on point. She feels like a veteran for somebody who is so young.
What's kind of funny, because, like, if you're Hispanic, then you kind of know that, like, those are what you do for, like, people who are dead.
Yeah. So that's why I don't wonder if it wasn't her influence on that.
I'm sure that there was, like, a little bit
her and Raquel, they're both from the same area, kind of
like
South
both
Texas.
Like Hispanic Mexicans or whatever. I don't know what they are, but
yeah, that's somebody who I said I didn't get it. I get it completely now, and I understand, like, when you talk about the future of WWE, there it is, right? That to me, that's perfect. The third one should come with no surprises, Naomi. I'm fucking glowing about Naomi right now, right? Second half of 2025, put the title on her and let Naomi cook. That should be, it's like, there's the in the NFL, they say let Russ cook with Russell Wilson. It's time to let Naomi cook.
I hadn't really seen her until tonight because I like watched on and off, and I told you, I said, how did she come out with like such a cool Money in the Bank freaking suitcase, and like her outfit and everything was just like phenomenal.
Whoever helped her come up with this new version of herself, kudos to that person. If it was her, shout out Naomi. Whoever did it.
It was like Shimmy Jimmy.
I say gimmick is everything. She's got a gimmick. When you see her, she pops off a screen. Here's what I think is hilarious. It was when they came out as the trio, Jade, Naomi, and Bianca. I would have said it was Bianca, Jade, Naomi. That was the order of importance. I think now Naomi is the most important female on SmackDown, if not all of WWE, because I think she has the potential. If she gets the title, this could be the best Naomi we've ever seen. It already is, but as a champion, the last time she was champion, she had the glow-in-the-dark belt. She ran it, I think, as babyface for the most part. I don't think the world is ready for a heel Naomi to be champion. I think now that's if Triple H doesn't find a way to screw it up, right? But if they get in there and they do this correct, her social media is absolutely I keep telling you, for no other reason, just follow Naomi on social media. So Drew McIntyre posted something to the effect of, if you want to get over in WWE, just become Samoan and make your last name Fatu, because there's 14 of those guys on the roster and they all get camera time. Yeah. Naomi tweeted back at him, "Why do you think I changed my name to Fatu and married Jimmy?" I was like, oh shit. Like that's so good. She's funny. So good. And then as a bonus here, I want to throw in, I know I shouldn't say this, but Ludwig Kaiser. I'm excited for Ludwig Kaiser because as El Grande Americano, there's going to be a point where Chad Gable comes back and there's going to be a struggle. And I promise you that will be cinema. That will be the best wrestling on TV, is if they acknowledge the two, or if they come to face. Whatever that story is, however that comes to be, that's going to be absolutely fantastic. Phenomenal.